Hello and welcome to another devlog. Before I continue, I want to say thank you for the massive support on the previous video and watch to the end for something if you want, I guess. So, I broke a bunch of stuff in the game, from level generation to enemy shooting to pathfinding. So this is just a brief highlight of some of the bugs and how I went about trying to fix them. You can skip a little bit if you don't want to hear about my shitty week. These are the bugs of the week. I'm never gonna do that again. Yep, singing is not for me. First was enemy shooting, which broke because of rotations. Essentially, when I animate a body, the rotation of the guns gets messed up and they shoot in the wrong direction, or don't rotate at all. It took some time to try and fix, but I did manage to get it working on some enemies, but not all of them, so it does work sometimes, I guess. Then we have pathfinding, and if you remember in a previous devlog, I gave enemies a better brain. However, this kind of left them still kinda dumb and easy targets as they would just follow you. So I added enemy flanking, and in order to achieve this, I had to stop using the move towards function and use velocity. However, due to my bullshit coding, I had written a lot of conflicting code that, without boring you, broke pathfinding, and after a few hours of debugging and procrastinating, I got it to working, so enemies will now kinda rotate while moving towards the player, which is kinda cool and it makes it a bit less predictable and kinda challenging. And finally, for the bug that made me question my life choices and had me looking like a complete idiot for about 2 days, even though I look like that always, was level generation. It just stopped working, and I mean just stopped working. I had tried everything. Basically, it had two issues. One was levels would generate through multiple iterations, and if it failed to generate at one point, it would start from scratch. This was also caused by one thing, which was how I checked hallways, and sometimes it would lead to rooms being isolated, and this was a bad thing, of course, especially if the room is a boss room or end room. I was straight up furious and oddly satisfied when I found the solution, and this was just checking which hallways were connected after I had fully finished generating the rooms, and then joining the rooms to one another. And this is just putting it easily rather than checking the connected hallways a few seconds after spawning the rooms, which was, honestly now that I think of it, a very stupid idea to begin with. Explosion. Okay, so now that I've bored you with my misadventures, here are some things that were actually somewhat easy to finish. First, I finished up the bosses. So for the pizza looking dude, when each of the triangles spawn, they each have their own variations of abilities. And for the final boss, I have nothing to say because I don't want to. But I did finish the story, and I had a cool suggestion from a comment in the previous devlog. Gamedev gave a really amazing suggestion as how I should embed this guy in the quote story in a way that makes a lot of sense. Since I don't want to spoil anything as well, you could go read the comment or wait to play the game. I also made a few new rooms to add a bit more variety. I suck at level design, so this really hurt my brain. And speaking of variety, I also added weapon variation. So in most RPG games, weapons will sometimes have randomized stats like enchantments or randomizations to their original stats. So that's what I added. Without going into boring detail, some weapons will have variations to their attributes, from simple things like modification to damage and fire rate to stuff like homing, double shot and exploding bullets. These aren't random because I didn't want to complicate things, so there are a fixed number of weapon variations. So you have your basic little boy handgun, and then you have your Chad handgun that fires exploding rounds with penetrating bullets and double shot and other stuff you just have to find out for yourself. I also added weapon tiers and to add a bit of replayability. So to get some weapons, you will have to complete the game at least once to unlock weapons of a higher tier. This was done because weapons like the shotgun gun and quad revolver would completely destroy enemies. Now that's a lot of damage! Making the game a bit too easy. So yeah, that's mostly all I did. At this point in development, I can say I added everything I would want to add to the game without making it where there are multiple features that people will never actually find. So for the next few devlogs, it will just be focused on adding rooms, weapons, upgrades and enemies, also wave events and possibly bosses, and of course a few NPCs. So I will apologize in advance if the next few devlogs might be a bit repetitive, but who knows, I do most of my stuff randomly, so you never know. And to thank you for 150 subs, here is a face reveal, I guess. Hello, waza dev here. Yeah, so this is what I look like. I honestly have nothing much to say because being in front of a camera is actually kind of weird. But I just want to say thank you for all the support you've given me on the channel. I really appreciate it. And this is just my little thank you for 150 subscribers. It was supposed to be a mustache reveal, but I realized my mustache is way too short and it's barely visible. So yeah, this is how I look. Sorry for the poor camera quality. I believe I'm doing this on my mobile, but I don't know. I will try to fit in some camera shots in future videos. Possibly. I'm not making any promises as usual, but maybe. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then you're new here, please leave a like down in leave a like there, and also hit the subscribe button. Yeah, I hope you enjoy. Have a blessed day and bye. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and enjoyed enough to leave a like and subscribe and comment. If you don't have anything to comment, just type KilerShapes. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye, have an amazing day, stay safe, leave a like and subscribe, do other things, brush your teeth, eat your vegetables. Yeah, I think that's enough. Let me not make this weird. Bye.